What is one thing that changed your life and that you'd recommend to everybody? Start saving a part of my salary as soon as I receive it, rather than saving whatever I have left at the end of the month. It transfers automatically, so I don't have to think about it, and makes things so much easier as I don't have to stress so much about living paycheck to paycheck. Also, getting in shape. I started doing the same. 15% of my salary goes automatically to my savings account every month. It's so much easier to save when you don't have to think about it. Whoa, look at this guy saving 15%. Letting go of anger when it's not necessary. Judging people for being themselves when it hurts no one. And always comparing myself to others. I became so much more relaxed and calm, plus more fun to be around when I was able to just take a deep breath and let go of unnecessary negative bullshit. That is something I would love to do, letting go of anger. Deep breaths don't do much for me. Could you share any tips you have and how you manage to do it? Please. It's not easy because many times, even if you know that the anger is illogical and your rational brain wants to get rid of it, it can't. The mind is a very worthy friend and enemy. The way I cope with anger, or any difficult emotions for that matter, is once I see it coming, I drop everything and close my eyes and remind myself that 1. This too shall pass, just like every single other anger spell thus far in life. And 2. I'm not my emotions. I experience anger, but I'm not anger. I'm me. Learning to disassociate myself from my emotions is a big game changer for me. Writing all my goals, big/small, on a sheet of paper and checking them off when they are reached. So satisfying. So see the list get smaller year at the end of each year. This can work both ways. I did that and the list made everything worse. Stress and anxiety over that list ran me into a wall and took me about 2 years to get back from. So just be aware of yourself if you go with this. Asked for help. I was struggling with my mental health, and it wasn't until I took that first step that I realized what life could be. I thought people could see that I wasn't doing well, and they could, but they were uncomfortable initiating a conversation. Talk to someone, anyone. Doctor, therapist, family, friend, co-worker. There's help out there. You just need to ask. This one is very important. I'm glad you had the strength to take those steps, and I hope you're doing better. Lose weight. I went from 280 pounds to 200 pounds and it totally transformed my life. 100% this. Went from 240 pounds to 160 pounds, and it was straight up life changing. I feel like a person again. Gonna have to change that screen name. I started doing meditation and everything changed. Can I ask about how you started and your routine? Not op, but this is how to start. Sit down on a rug/carpet. Cross your legs. Close your eyes and just breathe. Think or don't think. Doesn't matter. Just breathe slowly and deeply. There is no golden formula. It's all about breathing. Something we don't do enough of in today's world because we're always hunched over our technology doing shallow breathing, getting stressed over the slightest thing. So what if there's noise outside or inside? Just breathe. Thoughts come and go. Just breathe. Breathe, goddamn it. Quit smoking. It's hard, and you'll end up trying to replace it with something else, like eating. But then, that gives you something else to fix, like losing weight. Because for a long time, smoking kept you thinner. Can confirm about the weight part. Smoking replaces the spontaneous snack time part to some extent. You feel less hungry. Basically, smoking is a great and enjoyable way to lose weight by doing practically nothing but inhaling poisonous fumes and regularly spending money to be able to do so. But only if you don't give a shit about mostly lasting long-term side effects to your body, and they are not good. Trust me, I'd quit myself. But I like the activity itself very much. I like the smoke. I like the smell. In fact, liked it long before I started smoking. Maybe that's why I got into this so easily. With all that pandemic, I've got a lot of free time on my hands. So I guess I'm gonna whip myself into shape with fitness to offset some negative issues that come out of my bad habit. Walk more. You will be surprised how this small thing can make your life better. Sit less. Walk more. Walk less. Smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Fitness. It's amazing how good you feel maintaining a good physique. This is so true. Running for me. It still takes discipline to actually do it instead of rolling over and sleeping another hour in the morning. But it transformed my life. I really miss running, but any pain convinced me to stop. Sleeping at least 7 hours a day really improves your mental health, and not being around toxic people every day for 4 years. I'm moving to college soon, and I'm quite excited about this. Deleted my Facebook account. 10 years clean this month. Did you delete or just inactivate? I inactivated about 2 years ago, but I need the Messenger app. Messenger actually feels a bit worthwhile compared to Facebook, but I still despise the company. Not sure. Whatever the equivalent of deleting was in 2010. They didn't have Messenger back then. I have probably saved 5,000 hours of my time, and who knows how much of my sanity. Shake the mango juice before drinking it. Man, where were you when I poured this watery glass in drinking? Therapy. Seriously. Life changing. Possibly life saving as well. Best investment I ever did was in my mental health. So I very much agree. I tried to stop lying altogether. I think it makes me more of a genuine person. Even if people really don't like it. Do it and you will know what people you actually like and what people actually like you. Plus you don't have to be brutally honest, you can just be honest. It's so freeing. I agree. But I'm brutally honest. Although being any more honest than you already are is better. Doing sport. Cleaning my room. Stopped smoking weed. Stopped sleeping long. Started reading books. Enjoy movies or something you do with friends without looking at my phone all the time. It's quite obvious. But I would have never thought how much this changed my mindset within a few weeks, and it keeps getting better. Good recommendations. How long ago did you stop smoking weed, and what was that process like for you? A few months. Smoked a few joints a few weeks ago, but realized it was stupid so stopped again and now 3 weeks in a row. The first month is hard, but after that you feel much better. Don't get me wrong. Weed is not bad. But smoking every day just makes you lose your targets. A friend of mine stopped for half a year. Now he can smoke a joint every now and then and can enjoy it much better. Plus, you have more time doing something more productive. Advice to stop. Do sport in the evening. So you are tired and can sleep well. In the first 2 weeks, which are the hardest, don't listen to the music / don't watch the TV shows / movies you are used to. Try to watch something new or something you used to like before you started. I would recommend not to meet with you friends when they are smoking during those first weeks. If your friends keep smoking and you want to still hang out with them, buy some beer or wine if you feel you can't stand it. If you want to read, don't just read something you just have. Get books you really enjoy. That's just what worked for me. Maybe you have something else that works. Please excuse my bad English. Befriending the elderly. 2 of my best friends' made honorary grandparents are 80. It's so relaxing to be around them as they don't care about all the shallow things people my age are interested in. And although their experience is from a total different time, it always relates to my situation in some shape or form. I love them. During quarantine I found myself largely speaking with them. My parents and a couple friends I've had for years, and I feel I've hyper matured because of it. Saying at least one thing I like about me aloud to myself every day. At first I didn't always believe myself, but I have improved my self-confidence and I can really improve bad things instead of focusing on things only I perceive as bad. Edit. Forgot a word. I like this. Learn to live like, before I get upset. I don't care. This is a great way to live. Stay chill, stranger. Traveling more. It exposes you to different cultures and gets you out of your comfort zone. Here in America we are very bad at traveling. It's worth doing even if just once. Except nobody allows us in their countries anymore. Stop arguing with people. Yes, I have also realized that realistically, I'm not going to change anyone's mind just by a heat of the moment argument. So what's the point? It never works out. The only outcome is that the relationship is sad. Arguing is an ego booster. If one is truly self-confident, why bother with having to prove I'm right? It is enough that I know I am. It's not always about being right. You can learn from arguing, and you should learn how to argue right. Don't let your ego ruin a good fight, and maybe you can grow a little bit or take away something from it. And that's what I would recommend to everyone in every situation besides arguing. Try to let your ego go, and lots of things are going to be much easier and more pleasant. Let go of money worry. I realized I've always managed to survive and get my needs met. Money comes and money goes. Since I have adapted this mindset, I have let go of so much anxiety that held me down. Started exercising once a week, and it snowballed in a great way. Visualize yourself as a third person. So when you feel like you put yourself down, you don't do it, because you become emphatic towards yourself and automatically make yourself a priority. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. When I seen Jordan Peterson say that, I really understand how important it can be. Buying an electric toothbrush if you have trouble with self-care issues may be a bit silly, but I always saw brushing my teeth, hair, putting on socks, and showering as treating myself. And since I dealt with depression, that was the last thing that I wanted to do. I brushed my teeth maybe once every 3 days for a minute before I broke down. And that minute was just having the toothbrush in my mouth without actually brushing. My boyfriend got me an electric toothbrush to try and help, and holy crap, everything changed. It did all the work for me. I just had to put the toothbrush in my mouth. It had a little song playing every time I brushed, with a timer. So I focused on the song every time my head started to think too much. I brush my teeth twice a day now with that same toothbrush and have a very happy dentist now. Become omega chill. Do not get mad when someone else is mad at you. Do not try to make people mad around you. Basically just try not to be an asshole. I don't think you know what omega means. Means whatever he wants deep down inside. Personally I prefer being alpha chill though. Leaving home to live at university made me realize I'm actually very social and not a shy introvert. Yeah, no thanks, I'm still only willing to interact with people on the internet. Lol. I can tell you one thing that saved my marriage. I realized after many years of frustration and unhappiness that my husband has Asperger's. 1. 5 years of marriage counseling couldn't do what reading one book did. It's called Marriage and Lasting Relationships with Asperger's Syndrome by Eve Menz. Suddenly I understood how so many things my husband did that he thought showed love were being misinterpreted by me. How I'd expect him to behave in ways that made sense to me, but he was clueless. Really, it opened my eyes to what the world looked like through his and why he couldn't see the world through mine. We've been married for 24 years. Came close to divorcing many times. Even separated for a few years. That book saved my marriage. Now I can communicate better with my husband, understand him more, and feel a greater sense of empathy and compassion. I'd recommend it to anyone in a relationship with someone on the autism spectrum. I hope you get it back, X. Move to South Korea. I recommend everyone take a chance and work in a foreign country. No necessarily Korea. It can really allow you to experience life to the fullest. Coming here allowed me to meet awesome people, get married and have a kid. Best decision I ever made. I started to read philosophy. What is the most useful/interesting things you have learned so far? I've learned writing to yourself can be quite therapeutical. That you can't control external events. You can easily know if something is in your control by asking you, can I do anything for/against it? i.e., whether or not someone will like you. Whether it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. As you think, so you become. Our busy minds are forever jumping to conclusions. manufacturing and interpreting signs that aren't there. Epictetus. And the most important for me, there is no reason to be afraid of death. Thanks Marcus Aurelius for that. Stop drinking soda. Deciding I'm pretty. As a woman you are bombarded with messages that you are imperfect and this unworthy of value. But we are all imperfect and we are all worthy of value. Every woman is beautiful. Along with this, I have abandoned diet culture. No more good and bad foods. No more tying your self-worth to the scale just trying to feel good, which naturally becomes doing things that are healthy for you. Hydrating, moving your body, eating whole foods. Both choices have freed up so much time and negative self-talk. Truly life-changing. As a man I look at the culture of beauty women are bombarded with and just shake my head. I don't know that a man, including myself, truly understands. As a teenager I thought girls had it so great. I thought they got to pick and choose and didn't have any worries in the world. I look back now, and being a teenager for a girl must be the lost confusing time. Period. Advertising. Hormones. Slut culture. My god. I was just trying to level up an FF7. I've got 3:1. Be truly yourself around everyone. People who likes who you really are. Is worthy of your time and friendship. PPL who don't saves time, drama and money. 2. Always save money. Even if it's only $1 from your paycheck. It's $1 you will need later. 3. If you see something you want to buy, ask yourself, do I need it or do I want it? If you just want it, save 50% of the price, or whatever you can save, and buy it later. Do you not think that the self changes depending on who you are around? I understand the idea of being authentic, but I feel like authenticity is fluid. That's just another reason to surround yourself with awesome, positive and supportive people. Work out and kick some ass in the gym. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.